Good morning, everyone, and welcome inside of the Dome Gymnasium, where we have yet again another men's volleyball matchup. Lawrence Tech travels from Michigan to take on the Bluefield College Rams here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Hello, everybody. Bailey Engel here. Glad to have you with us as the Rams try to snap this two-game losing skid. Their last game against St. Andrews, they lost in 4 sets. Not really the best performance by Bluefield by any means. And the game before that got smoked by Life in 3 straight sets, but still trying to add on to that rather illustrious record of 11 wins right now. That at 11-12 is the best record in the history of Bluefield College men's volleyball. They face off against a team in Lawrence Tech. Blue Devils coming into this game at 12-12, Rams 11-12. We'll have to see what Alberto Ciparini and his teammates can do up against this Lawrence Tech team that can only play at 11 a.m. today. Got a jam-packed sports day for you here on a Friday in Bluefield. Got baseball right after this, but as for now, men's volleyball. Rams on the right, playing against the team in the white and gray in Lawrence Tech. Ariane Leary, Alberto Ciparini, Eric Duran, the middle blocker, Carly Owens, Andre Cardamone, and serving for Bluefield, who started out as Chaz Frankie. And we are underway. Good serve, point Bluefield. Good start for head coach Ray Vance teams, now in his second year as the head coach, Ray Vance of Richmond, Virginia. Another serve. Lawrence Patton with the set and just tipped over by Joshua Eckert. So the setter, Lawrence Patton. Service error. Back for Bluefield, here's Carly Owens floating it over. Two hands from Ciparini. Down the line and in. Got it again for Josh Eckert. So final home game for the Rams up until a couple of away games, March 19th, March 20th, and March 22nd. So the Rams will play against 4 teams on the road. Owens from the back, he's blocked. Cardamone with a swat over. Frankie. Ciparini blocked. And it goes out of bounds. So the Rams take the lead right back. Here's the senior from Wasco, California, Andre Cardamone. Too far. Calvin Ooms punched that ball way behind the back line. Rams up 4-3. Substitution coming in. It's Jacob Page. Ed Rule in his 3rd season as the head coach of Lawrence Tech, heading them from Michigan. Another long drive to get down here to Bluefield, Virginia. Dixon right off of the bench and tallying a point for the Rams. Goes back for Bluefield. It's Ariane Leary, the senior from Suffolk, Virginia. Too far. Fortunately, this match being played right in the middle of the school day, not a lot of fans can make it out. An attendance of about 13. Ciparini's block, but what a block it was. Javier Contreras throwing up the hands. And a service error. Rams with the lead back, and here's the former NAIA Attacker of the Week, Alberto Ciparini. He's making a solid campaign to be an NAIA All-American. Down the line and out of bounds. Owens missed the mark. Goes back for the Dutchman, Calvin Ooms. Owens. Another point for Bluefield. Double hit by Lawrence Tech. Rams with the early lead, up 7-6. Service error for Dixon, and really tries to get those hard swings going on the serve. Another substitution, and Joseph Belanda will check in. Actually a Michigan native, standing in at 6'5", so a little bit of height that the Rams have to get around. Good move by Chaz Franke, going right behind him. Franke, who started out the serves today for Bluefield. Actually, I can tell it's a midweek game, middle of the day game where Chaz Franke's parents are not in town. Want to stick around 2 o'clock, starting a doubleheader in baseball. First broadcast of the year for Bluefield College baseball. They have a doubleheader against the AAC foe in the Union Bulldogs. Game to watch out for because Union actually beat Tennessee Wesleyan in a couple of games as the Rams have now taken a 10-7 lead. Blocked. Good job by to run, and it goes out of bounds. Rams up by 4. Back for Chaz Franke on a bit of a streak here. New Jersey native pumps another serve. Set. Spike. Back for Owens, that's a double. So the streak ends and Lawrence Tech gets it back. Owens. Point Rams. Right back to that 4-point lead. Another swing, too far. Way too much from Zachary Narkowitz. Block, Alberto Ciparini. Ball's actually rolled onto the court, and Rams enjoying a 6-point lead now. Block can't come up. Now Lawrence Tech with it back. Smack down. Narkowitz putting them back within 4 now. It's 14-10. Service error, back to a 5-point lead. Rams just 10 away from taking set 1. Another substitution checking in. It's Jacob Page, the junior from Sterling Heights, Michigan. Back within 3. Too far, and now the Rams are starting to slide here. It's down to a 2-point lead. Ciparini blocked. Kept alive, no. 15-14. Trying to tie it up. Frankie Ciparini, and we're all tied. Rams want fingertips, they won't get it. 15-15. Chris Dixon ends the hopes of Lawrence Tech taking the lead on that serve. Another block. Popped up. Too far. Rams get the point. Another swing. Good block. Back towards the middle. A dig, Frankie to Dixon. Another swing. Ciparini and Dixon really combining for the block. Good rally here. Ciparini, can he finish? Set. Ooms with the roll shot. Point Lawrence Tech. Too far in the slide play. Now whistle. All tied up again, 17-17. Rams have led by as much as 5. Just out over the back line, and Lawrence Tech just can't sneak up and get that lead. Ciparini, good serve. Ooms. Tied up. Owens. Owens again. Lawrence Tech really trying to rally to take their first lead in a long time. Dixon blocked, and the Blue Devils have taken a 19-18 lead. So it was 15-10, and now a 9-3 rally. Back for Owens, gliding down, out of bounds. Frankie Ciparini blasts it home. Rams back within one, and now they have the serve back as well with Chris Dixon. Going backwards. Into the crowd, point LT. Well, it has been so close, Ray Vance hadn't even thought to call a timeout yet. Stuffed to the net. Leary with the set and blocked again. Lawrence Patton and Joseph Belanda. 22-19, timeout Ray Vance. Rams are down by 3 here in set 1.
Considering like 40 people, we have 323 views right now. We don't have that many people watching basketball games.
Back into this ball game, Rams down by 3 here in set 1. Lawrence Tech has rallied after Bluefield started out on a 5-point lead, but now the Blue Devils have rewritten the course of set 1. Popped up in the air by Ciparini after a big swing that time from Eckert. Roll shot. Eckert again, off the block. Cardamone doing a good job in the back. Owens with a tip. Time for the block. And comes up with nothing there after the ball goes out of bounds. So now just 2 points away from the Blue Devils rallying back and stealing set 1. Rams get a gift there after the service error from Javier Contreras. Back up top, hammer down. Joseph Belanda, now a set point coming up for Lawrence Tech, 24-20. And an ace to end set 1. 25-20 the score, and the Rams give up a lead. And Lawrence Tech is up 1-0. We're going to be right back with set 2 here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. I don't know.
They've won more games than us. I mean, they played one more, but still. they a club team? They are.
They're not on their official or like sports listing, so
Oh.
I would assume so.
I'm on their thing right now.
Like we don't put our club teams on our website, so like I would assume.
Actually, they're in a conference though. Whatever the W. The W.
Ice hockey? Oh wait, never mind.
Yeah, they're from Michigan, so I bet.
I want to go to a school that has ice hockey.
Yeah.
Like that'd be dope.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be so cool.
When I was in Erie, that was huge. Wolverine,
That's
Hoosier.
my goal in life.
Yeah.
Our college that has ice hockey.
Yo, I mean to tell you. Also, the scoreboard is screwed up again. But I went to a Predators game. Have you ever been to their place? It is insane. It's after they score, they play Tim McGraw, and everybody tells the goal. Devon, everybody says like you suck to the goalie. Like it's insane, man. You gotta look it up. When are we going to get an archery team? I feel like that's an easy sport to give to women. Yeah.
Ready for set number 2 here in Bluefield, Virginia. Lawrence Tech won the first set 25-20 after the Rams had led by as much as 5. Now trying to calibrate their mistakes, and so far so good. Carly Goins comes up with the first kill. And right after that, a service error. Another reminder, folks, a big day on the Rams Digital Sports Network. So we have volleyball right now, but at 2 o'clock, the baseball broadcast opener and the baseball home conference opener against Union College. Coming from Barberville, Kentucky, as an ace lands that time for the Blue Devils. Rams trying to pick up a couple of wins over at Bowen Field to start out a 3-game series. They do have one more game tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Rams jumping out to a 3-1 lead, or rather tying it up 2-2. Chris Dixon checking back in. Duran goes out, and it'll be Andre Cardamone's turn. Also a member of the cheerleading team, the senior floats it over. Batten. Big swing and a block and a whistle. Point Lawrence Tech. Just over. Very ambitious serve from Joshua Eckert. For Arion Leary, trying to give the Rams the lead. Ooms. Taking it right back for Lawrence. Lawrence Tech participating in the Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference. 11 teams. After you could guess, most of those teams in Michigan or Indiana, a few in Ohio. Ciparini, too far. One of those teams jumps off the page, Concordia University, Ann Arbor. Ciparini going right at the block. Rams trying to get to 500. Right now at 11 and 12. Get a home win before they take a break from being at home and play 4 games on the road. Out of bounds, tie game. Ooms with a swing against the block, and well, that is working for Lawrence Tech so far in this one. Rams trying to take the lead. It's 6-6. Ooms. So much for the tie. Blue Devils right back in the lead. Fresh off the kill, he'll serve. Ciparini with that rare float move. Usually goes with the power. Out of bounds, point Rams. Tied up again, 7-7. Oh, and for the setup, Ciparini. Great dig that time, back towards the middle. Another swing, count it. Lawrence Tech. Big time swing from Javier Contreras. On his back foot, good block. Missed the mark from Duran. Had one of his best games in the last contest against St. Andrews. Rams just could not come up with a win behind him. Now the service error puts the Rams back within 1. Andre Cardamone saying they need a run. See if the Rams can do it. Not quite yet. Here's Lawrence Patton. Now for Ciparini, big swing, point Bluefield. Point Rams. Taking a quick conference here, all tied up 10-10. Rams trying to equalize, losing that first set 25-20, and now Andre Cardamona waits a chance to take the lead for Bluefield once more. Oh, and out of bounds, and the Rams just can't get over that tie mark. Another good serve. Frankie with the set. Popping up for Leary. Back to the net. Dixon! Still in the air. Try with Chipperini this time. Way too far. Just now joining us, the Rams led at one point in set one, 15-10, but then after that squandered that lead. Patton. Into the top deck. Point going for the Blue Devils, and now right back up to a 3-point lead. Hit too low. Dixon's blocked. Cardamone somehow kept the ball in the air. Patton. A double and a point for Bluefield. Definitely catching a break, and there goes that 3-point lead right back down to 1. Whistle substitution. Jacob Page checking in for Lawrence Tech. He's going to serve as Landa goes to the bench. Chipperini, great move. Back within 1. Great serve by Chipperini. Owen's having a tough game. Dixon. Block goes out of bounds. Contreras nearly got it to go. Looks like another set that will likely come down to the wire. First one went 25-20 for Lawrence Tech. Rams trying to make it a bit more competitive in set number 2. Contreras. Time with Owens. Way too far. Another error for the Rams. Timeout called by Bluefield. 17-14 the score. 17-14 the score. Rams trying to mop up further mistakes here and cut into this 3-point lead. Already 1-0 Lawrence Tech as Bluefield tries to get to 500. Right now at 11-12 on the season. Swing from the back line for Eckert. Owens. Good dig there. Frankie with a great move. Still in the air. Block goes for Contreras. Now it's a 4-point lead. Largest one of set 2 for Lawrence Tech. Ciparini, is it in? No. Service error, Rams get a gift. Frankie answers that with a service error of his own, and now Lawrence Tech is just 5 away. Owens gets the kill for Bluefield. Another set. Big swing. Out. Another one popped up. To the back. Too low. After Narkowitz misses the mark, it's now a 4-point game once more. Blue Devils have led by as much as 5 in set 2, and they won set 1 by the score of 5, 25-20. From the back, off balance. That was messed up from the start. Lawrence Tech trying to take a 2-set lead, but can the Rams come back? Ciparini, good dig. Now just 3 away. Thanks for tuning in here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Non-conference matchup for Bluefield, playing the team from the Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference. Ace. That one was possibly going out, and now just 2 away. Just out of bounds. Rams trying to climb back. They're within 4 now. Slam down the line, and a point for Bluefield. Rams within 3, trying to equalize. Down 1-0, losing the first one 25-20. Ooms. He has been victimizing that side of the floor all day. Set point coming up for Lawrence Tech. the back on the roll shot. Knocked down. Bumped. Ooms. Block. Out of bounds. Rams within 3. So it's still set point. Here's Ciparini. Good serve and miscommunication for the Blue Devils. Out of bounds. Rams starting to believe here within 2. Patton. Ooms with a tip. And Lawrence Tech takes a 2-0 lead. 25-22. Rams made it interesting, but now the Blue Devils are a set away from coming to Bluefield and getting the sweep. We're going to be right back with set number 3 on the Rams Digital Sports Network.
I like that it's quick. I will, the brevity is nice. But everything else about it, just like when the kids are like telling us in game, give them a stat, like what are you all doing? Oh, it's pop. There's not any guitars.
Ready for set number 3. Rams down 2-0 after the Blue Devils hung on to win set number 1, 25-20, and then set 2, 25-22. Contreras, Patton, bit unorthodox there, but it works out for Narkowitz. Went backwards, and now Lawrence Tech takes a 1-0 lead. Another reminder, folks, we got baseball for you on the Rams Digital Sports Network starting at 2 o'clock. A doubleheader. I'm going to be in at Bowen Field, just across the parking lot. Now Lawrence Tech taking a 2-0 lead. Rams look good in set 1. They were up by 5. It was 15-10, but then all of a sudden the Rams just started to falter a little bit. Back for Owens. Here's a big swing from Narkowitz. Good job by Cardamone on the Bluefield end. Point Rams. Ace. Rams tie it up. Due to the score and a quick delay, here's Carly Owens. Counted for Narkowitz. That's a big-time swing. Ciparini over the block. Back to him. Set for Duran. Tomahawking it down. Back for Andre Cardamone. One-point lead again. Substitute coming in, it's Jacob Page. Rams right now at 11-12. Can they win these last 3 sets to start out 12-12 on the year? Adding to that all-time record win total, and Dixon pushes it off the chest of Jacob Page in the back line, and the Rams tie it up again, 4-4. Too far, Rams take the lead. Frankie with a set. Leary had to go behind him. Contreras tying it up 5-5. Dixon's blocked. Now up 6-5. Can Ciparini keep it going for Bluefield? Down 2-0. The long way to climb back. Ooms goes out. Dixon just missing the mark. Well, that is frustrating because he had a lot of space in front of him. Ties it up, Ciparini. Oh, Lawrence Tech trying to bring a win back home to Michigan. Good move. Rams don't fall victim to it, though. Roll shot. This time they do. Ace. 9-7. Now the Rams going with the substitution, and Terrell Boston, the freshman from Richmond. Doesn't get a lot of playing time, but now Carly Cohen's given a break. Not the best day for him, the junior from Portsmouth. Duran, nowhere close. And just like that, Owens goes back in. Service error. Well, Chas Franke, Mr. 1000, recently got to that 1,000 assist mark against Cincinnati Christian last week, and now his team is in trouble. Ron brings it down with two hands. Off the block. Ball handling error. Largest lead of the set for Lawrence Tech. It's 12-8. Ball didn't lie. In the words of Rasheed Wallace, Rams trying to climb back within 3. Way off target. Orlando was jumping well before that was set up for him. Trying this time over him. Point Lawrence Tech. Now we're getting a bit of a dialogue between Ray Vance and the official. Back for Josh Eckert. Ciparini. (13-11). Bit too low. Rams within 1. Back up top, Ooms. Kept alive, good play for Bluefield. Narkowitz going to the back. 14-12 the score. Rams down by 2 and 2 sets to none. Dixon. Chance for Ooms. Attacking the block, and now it's a 3-point lead. Ciparini cocks up for a big swing, and that's in. Well, it seems that the Rams have learned the phrase "ball don't lie." They've been saying that for the entire third set. Back for Arion Leary. Narkowitz. On the fingertips, Ciparini couldn't come up with the block. Back for Ciparini, huge swing. That might be the kill of the day for the junior from Brazil. Ten kills for Alberto Ciparini. Right after that, a service error. Rams are just not consistent here on a Friday morning. Well, Ray Vance still talking with the officials. Gonna be a bit of a frustrating day. Lawrence Tech just 8 away from a 3-set victory. Back for Calvin Ooms. Had a great start. Eckert. Frankie going for Owens. In the air, good play by Narkowitz. Dixon, too low, and it's an 18-14 lead. Back for Ooms again. Just nicking over. Boy, that's unlucky for the Rams. 19-14. Over the line, and Ray Vance might want to call a timeout. It's 20-14. And he will not. One for Frankie. And the air teed up. Back for Ciparini in the middle. Point Rams. Rams have a long way to go, down 2 sets to none. The first one went for Lawrence Tech 25-20, and then they follow that up with a closer set 2, 25-22. Back into the game goes Joseph Belanda. Ciparini bringing the house down. Point Rams. Chance for Frankie. Way too far. That's 2 serves in a row for the Rams that have been service errors. Lawrence Tech 3 points away from a 3-set victory. Duran's blocked. Nobody's there. And the ball goes into the upper deck. 23-16. Hit too low. Still saying ball don't lie. Out of the back. 24-17. Joshua Eckert serving for match point. Goes out of bounds, and Lawrence Tech wins in 3 straight sets. So for the Blue Devils, now 13-12, and the Rams have now lost 3 in a row, falling to 11-13. Stick around for baseball starting at 2 o'clock from this exact same YouTube page, but my name is Bailey Engel, reminding you the final score from the Dome. Rams fall in this one to Lawrence Tech, 3-0.